So let's understand how to use articles in English. Here are some of the rules for articles like a and an. Those are called indefinite articles. The rules for using a or an is based on the sound of the word that comes next. If the word starts with a vowel sound, use an. For example, use an apple, an ox. So vowels, you may know about them. A, I, E, O, U. These are the vowel words. And if the word starts with a consonant sound, then we use a. For example, use a book, a car, like that. So this makes pronunciation easier when reading aloud. So we use them with singular nouns. So we use a and an always before the countable nouns when they are in singular forms. So a house, a book, a car. We do not use a and an with uncountable nouns like bread, furniture, money, news, and water. So we never say a furniture, a money, a water, like that. When we are referring to something for the first time, for example, did I tell you I got a new job? This is a man standing outside. So whenever we are mentioning something for the very first time that we haven't talked about that, then we use a. When we refer to a particular member of a group or class, we also use a and an. John is an Englishman. Kate is a dancer. I was born on a Thursday. Jane is a beginner, like that. When signifies nouns that are generic in nature, for example, a horse has 4 legs. So we all know that all horses have 4 legs by nature. So that is generic in nature and it is understood. So we use a horse has 4 legs. We use them with singular nouns, never plural. An apple, not an apples. To refer to a kind of feature, so we, when mention about the features, we also use a for the singular feature. The mouse had a tiny nose, then we use a. It had a massive sharp teeth. So teeth is plural, so we don't use a here, but the tiny nose is singular, that is why we use a here. The next one is the definite article. Before the names of religious books, we use them before the newspapers and magazines. The Gita, the Bible, the Tribune, etc. These are the examples. We use the before the name of historical buildings like the Red Fort, the Taj Mahal, etc. Before the names of communities, the Sikhs, the Hindus, the Muslims, the Christian. Then we use it before the name of important trains like the Shatabdi Express, the Garib Rath. We use them with directions, 3 parts of the day, and planets. In the north, in the south, in the west, 3 parts of the day, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, and planet, the earth, the Mars. We use the before ordinals when we are going to order something like in the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the last. So we use the. We also use the before adjectives when they are used as nouns. For example, the rich, the poor, the brave, etc. So when we are mentioning, we are using these words, these adjectives as a nouns, we use the. Before the names of famous or well-known historical events like the French Revolution, the partition of India, the Green Revolution. When we refer to something which has already been mentioned, we have learned that when we are going to mention something for the first time, we use a. I have a computer. But then we use the. I have a computer. The computer is very expensive. It means I'm talking about the computer that I have. Before the names of rivers, ocean, mountain ranges, group of islands, bays, desert, etc. The Himalaya, the Bay of Bengal, the Sahara Desert, etc. We also use the in case of comparatives. The deeper the well, the sweeter water. The sooner you finish, the better it would be. So in these kind of comparative adjectives, we also use the. Before proper nouns to give them the meaning of when both the speaker and the listener know what is being talked about, and even it has not been mentioned before. For example, where is the bathroom? It means the speaker and the listener know about that which bathroom I'm talking about. For example, you are visiting a shop or some showrooms, so you are asking the person about the particular bathroom that they have, the washroom that you are going to use. So where is the washroom? We use it when there is only one of something. Then we use the president, the universe, the moon. We use it with superlative forms of adjectives, the fastest, the oldest. We use it for a particular item or just one instance. For example, the books for my course are expensive. The snow is going to be heavy tonight. It means I'm talking about that particular item. I'm talking about the particular books of my course. We use it before the name of musical instruments, especially when describing the activity. I play the cello. She plays the violin very well. So it indicates the activity. We do not use if the destination implies the activity. For example, we are going to school. These are two different sentences. We are going to school and we are going to the school. So, but they have different meanings. They both have different meanings. We are going to school, it means we are going to school to study. But in this case, if we use the before the school, we are going to the school, it means I'm talking about the place where I'm going. So we are going to the school. It does not mention the activity, it mentions the destination only. To study. Do not use in front of geographical names except bodies of water. The Atlantic, mountain ranges, the Andes, some names of countries. We also use with them. The UK, the US, the Philippines, the Maldives. So this is very important in case of IELTS. If you're preparing for that you pay attention to these guidelines and articles are very important for IELTS students. Use with adjectives which refer to whole groups of people. The Polish, the Scots, the dog. So we are mentioning the whole category of these kinds of people, the whole group. The Polish like drinking vodka and the Scots love eating pies. The dog is a faithful animal. So I'm talking about the whole group. Use with decades or groups of years. She grew up in the 70s. So it means 1970 to 1979. So we are mentioning a decade. Then we use the. So here are some rules when we use no article, not a, not an, not the. So here are some of the rules for them. With the names of countries, if singular, we never use any article. He's just returned from Germany. With the names of languages, except if followed by a noun, for example, French is spoken in Tahiti. Do you know the English word for furniture? So it means if the word follows by the language followed by a noun, the English word, then we use the, otherwise we do not use any kind of article. Next is with the names of meals, we do not use any articles. Dinner is at 6 o'clock. With people's names, if singular, especially the proper nouns, so because these are the proper nouns, we do not use any articles with proper noun. John is my best friend. With titles and names, Prince Charles is Queen Elizabeth's son. We don't use any articles here. After the possessive case, apostrophe s, my brother's car is a painter. With professions like the field, I would like to study medicine. I'm interested in teaching. So in these cases, we do not use any articles because we are talking about the field. With the names of shops, I bought my dress at H&M. With the years, do you remember 1989? We do not use any articles here. With uncountable nouns, when they are unspecific, rice is the main food in Asia. So rice is uncountable noun here. With most names of towns, streets, stations and airports, because in general they are the proper nouns, so we do not use any articles with them. For example, I live in Morinda. With names of individual mountains, lakes and islands, we do not use any articles. He lives near Himalaya. When we are talking about mountain ranges, we use the, but when we are talking about individual mountains, then we do not use any articles. When you finish this lesson, you will have the exercise that you need to do, and after that you can check your answers.